As the mystery deepens, so does the adventure. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. This moment is pure suspense. The golden ship, the mysterious Tatai Pilo, the flickering light. It's enough to give you goosebumps. Last episode recap. We're going to see what this is all about. But just when the suspense becomes too much to bear, when the questions pile up and the mystery seems to have no end, Tatai Pilo speaks. There, he says, pointing towards the ship. That light. It's coming from there. Buboy follows Tatai Pilo's finger and focuses on the golden light. Suddenly, it hits him. His entire focus is on that mesmerizing golden light dancing on the horizon. What does it mean? Why did it appear? The golden ship, the mysterious island, and the anticipation of what's to come next. Episode 2. Later that night. The sun bled crimson over Aklan's shore as Tatai Pilo helped Buboy and Neneng spread coconut husks to dry. Inside the Nipa hut, Nanay Gloria stirred a pot of ginataang langka, its sweet scent mixing with salt air. "Sit, old man," Nanay ordered, handing Tatai Pilo a steaming cup of Barako coffee. He sighed, rubbing a gnarled hand over his stubble. "I am, but we must prepare. Tonight is the night." At the table, Dodong shoveled rice into his mouth. "Tell us about the golden ship, Tatai." Tatai Pilo's eyes darkened. "That story isn't for dinner, it's for—" He glanced outside. "It's for the bonfire." A full moon rose, huge and honey gold. "Ah, the bonfire!" He stood abruptly. "The children are waiting." Buboy exchanged a look with Neneng. "We're coming." Dozens of villagers sat cross-legged around a roaring fire. Kids clutched anting charms, small amulets that promised protection from evil. Spirits, elders leaned in, their faces creased with anticipation. Here at the edge of the world, where land met sea and sky, they told stories that chased away the dark. And tonight was Buboy's turn to hear them. The village storyteller, Tatai Pilo, sat on a flat stone. They called it the storyteller's stone. From there, his voice, raspy with age, would carry over the flames, each word a spark that ignited their fears and their hopes. Then their neighbor, ailing Edna, clapped her hands. "Enough with the whispers, children. It's story time." And with a mischievous grin, she added, "Let's hear the scariest one first. Let's hear the story of the most evil spirit in our island." Tatai Pilo nodded. "Then let's begin. First, I shall tell you the tale of the Aswang of the mountains. Ages ago, deep in the mountains lived a woman. Her face was pale, her hair long and black, like all of us here, except her feet. Those were twisted and turned backward. And when the new moon shone, she changed. She would turn into a monster, screeching through the night, looking for someone to kill. One day, a brave hunter decided to find her. So he trekked up the mountain, following the sound of birds and rustling leaves until he saw a clearing. There, perched on a boulder, was the woman. She was beautiful, except for those feet. And the hunter, struck by her haunting eyes, forgot his mission. They talked for hours, and the hunter found himself falling in love. When the sun climbed high, the woman left, promising to return. And every day after that, they met. Once, the hunter even brought her down the mountain, and there, under the soft lamplight, she became his wife. Soon, she bore him 2 sons, but as the years passed, she grew distant. Every new moon, she would lock herself in their bedroom, and the hunter would hear strange sounds, gurgling and scratching. Then one night, the scratching came not from inside, but from outside. Startled, the hunter got up and crept to the window. There he saw a large, hairy creature clawing its way in. It had fangs and claws, and as it pushed open the window, the hunter saw its face. It was the woman. Or rather, it was the woman and something else, something evil. She had become an aswang, yet she still retained her human form. She lunged at the hunter. He screamed, and then everything went black. Years later, the hunter's sons, now men themselves, trekked up the mountain to find the beast and avenge their father. But before they could strike, they heard a voice. "Stop! Don't kill her! She is my mother!" Then the beast turned, revealing sharp teeth and eyes that gleamed like embers. "And I am her son." He had the face of a bay-boy, a wild boar. The men gasped. They looked at each other, realizing they weren't just facing an aswang, but a whole litter of them. They ran, crashing through the undergrowth. Behind them they heard a cackle, a terrible cackle that echoed in the hills. "They can't escape! We are the aswang of the mountains, and these woods are ours! Ha ha ha!" A chill wind suddenly blew across the beach, sending shivers down their spines. Buboy huddled closer to Tatay, his heart pounding like a drum. The flames crackled, casting flickering shadows on the faces around him. Had the aswang spirits sensed their fear? He stole a glance at his sister. Her eyes were wide, her face pale. But when he reached out to hold her hand, she jerked away. "Next," Tatay said, his voice low, "I shall tell you about the doppelganger of Romblon." Flashback. A fisherman rowed his boat toward shore, singing a sea shanty. As he neared the beach, he saw a figure standing, waving. He smiled, thinking it was his wife. But as he drew closer, he saw another face. His face. The man in the boat gasped and rowed faster, but the other man ran along the shore, never tiring. "Help me," the man in the boat cried. But no one answered. He looked back. The other man was close now, his face contorted in a silent scream. The man in the boat panicked. He tried to turn the vessel around, but it was too late. The other man dove into the water. In a flash, he was in the boat with him. "You shouldn't have come," the double said, his voice a hollow echo. That night, as the fisherman slept, his double strangled him. "Ah!" Dodong whimpered, grabbing Buboy's arm. Buboy squeezed back, trying to be brave. But when he looked into the fire, he saw not dancing flames, but a ghastly face leering at him. It beckoned with a finger, and he felt a strong pull, as if something was trying to drag him into the flames. Then a gust of wind suddenly blew across the beach, sending shivers down their spines. The fire twisted green. Tatay froze. "We should go," he rasped, standing abruptly. One by one, the villagers packed up, their faces grim. Buboy helped his father gather the embers in a clay pot. Some believed the spirits would linger near the dying fire, so it was important to keep it together. As he walked home with his family, Buboy saw the villagers hurry inside their houses, pulling their doors shut behind them. "Why did the story end like that?" Neneng asked, her voice trembling. "And why are we bringing the fire home?" Tatay hesitated, then said, "Because tonight is the night of the haunted winds. The evil spirits roam free, searching for souls to claim. The fire wards them off. If we bring it home, we keep ourselves safe." They arrived at their nipa hut. Tatay set the pot down, its weight heavy in his arms. Then, kneeling beside it, he carefully placed a twig dipper inside, scooping out some embers. Carefully, he arranged them in front of the house, forming a circle. Nanay Gloria emerged from the darkness. "Why didn't you tell me we were having visitors?" she said, feigning annoyance, though Buboy knew she was only pretending. She picked up a coconut husk, tracing the lines of the glyphs etched on it. "Where are the kids?" "Playing," Tatay replied, nodding toward the hut. She sighed, walking slowly, almost reverently. She dipped a cloth into the remaining water, sprinkling it around the fire. The water hissed. Then, kneeling beside the fire, she began chanting softly. Neneng and Dodong poked their heads out of the hut. "Can we watch?" Neneng asked. Nanay Gloria looked up. "Of course. Come." She stood, wiping her hands on her skirt. "But don't get too close. Your Tatay doesn't want you to get burned." They watched in silence as Nane traced the patterns in the flames. The fire danced and flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls of their nipa hut. Suddenly, a loud crash made them jump. "What was that?" Dodong cried, hiding behind his sister. Nanay Gloria frowned. "Stay here," she told the children. She stood, her gaze fixed on the forest. "Buboy, stay with your brother. I'll be back." And before the children could reply, she disappeared into the darkness. Minutes stretched into an eternity. Then Tatay Pilo came out of the house, his face grave. "We have company," he said. From the corner of the hut, Buboy saw a tall, gaunt figure emerge from the trees. His skin was the color of dried leaves, and his eyes glowed red. "Who's that?" Dodong whispered, burying his face in Buboy's shoulder. Tatay Pilo stepped in front of them, shielding his children with his body. "Don't be afraid," he rasped, his voice stronger than Buboy had ever heard it. "We are not alone in this fight. Mother Earth is with us." And as if on cue, the wind picked up, rustling the palm fronds. Nanay Gloria's voice echoed across the beach, stronger than any storm. "Mangkukulam, I am the keeper of this island's magic. Leave now or face my wrath." The Mangkukulam snarled, baring sharp fangs. "You can't stop me. I am here for the boy. He is the key to my power." As the Mangkukulam advanced, Tatay Pilo stepped in front of his son, bracing for the attack. To be continued. And that, my friends, is where we'll leave off for today's episode. And when next we see them, who knows what new discoveries await them on their tropical paradise. And if you're loving these adventures as much as we're having fun making them, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing adventures of Buboy.